What's going on, guys? Back in the garage today. It's winter and I'm working on a Honda 70. Didn't I do that last winter? Little bit different 70 this winter. If you remember, last winter was my Honda C70. This winter is soon to be Noah's CRF70. Just yesterday I went down, rode about an hour and a half down to around Alexandria, Virginia, picked him up a 2008 Honda CRF70f. Just want to go over a few things on it today, get it cleaned up, see what it needs, so it's ready to give him in about 2 weeks. Now off camera, something I didn't show, I went ahead and warmed this bike up and took it around. The guy I got it from had the idle turned up way too fast on it, so I adjusted that by turning the idle screw back. This thing is running like a champ right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff cleaned up on it, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna check the air filter on it and a few other odds and ends. Okay, I've wiped down a decent amount of this. Next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and open up this air box and pull the air filter out. You're gonna do that. There's one screw here. I think there's another screw up top there. We'll pull those out and I'll show you the air filter. This is what the air filter looks like, and this thing is filthy. This is so nasty. I don't know if this guy ever cleaned the air filter, but we're gonna do it right now. Okay, so to clean this, you're gonna need some sort of air filter cleaner. I just have a PJ1 here, and basically, you wanna spray both sides so they are totally soaked. Now that that's been sprayed, we're just going to leave it sit there for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and rinse it out. While we're waiting on the air filter to dry, we're going to go ahead and replace this spark plug. The only thing you're going to need for this is a 5/8 inch socket, or in my case, you can actually use a spark plug socket. Makes life a little bit easier, protects the spark plug. We'll pull this one out of here. I've seen worse, but we're going to go ahead and replace it. I picked up a couple of new ones earlier. The Honda CRF70 calls for an NGK CR6 HSA. Should be gapped to 0.28. I'm going to spin that back in there, get it started by hand. There we go. Boom. Okay, so now this is sat 15 minutes. The next part's as easy as it sounds. Basically, all you're doing is rinsing this thing out so that all of this, basically once the water starts running clear, you know it's clean. And now we're just going to set it back out in the shop, let it dry out. Once it's dry, then we're going to have to treat it. Alright, so with this air filter good and dry, the next thing you're going to need is some sort of oil treatment for it. I'm using PJ1. It just matches up with the cleaner I have. And we're just going to want to make sure this thing is red. Now obviously you want to put some gloves on, because this stuff you're spraying on here is sticky as can be. And you don't really want it on your skin. So make sure that's good and treated all the way through, and then we're going to insert this back into the air box. Alright, now one thing I didn't show on camera is as you're spraying that oil in, you want to knead the air filter to make sure the oil is spread evenly throughout. I did that off camera. It's just a little hard because I'm my cameraman and I'm doing this work. Anyway, got the air filter back in. I'm going to start this thing back up, see how it's running now. I have to apologize for the noise. I got the heater on, but just finished up Noah's bike. It is the Tuesday before he's going to receive it. Just finished adjusting the chain, checked the tire pressure. It's got new front brake shoes, adjusted the valves, oil change, air filter clean, new Pro Grip grips on it. Took every body panel off and cleaned it really well. I'm sure there's some other stuff I did to it as well, but man, is this thing looking good, and more importantly, it runs great. Can't wait for him to see it.